$10,000, that's it. That's all you need. Not $100,000, not a business degree, not a rich uncle with connections. Just $10,000 and the willingness to put it into the most boring, unglamorous business you can find. And by the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to turn that $10,000 into $5,000 a month in passive cash flow. I'm going to show you step by step with real numbers, real timelines, and real deal structures. But here's the part that's going to surprise you. The business I'm going to recommend is one most people scroll right past. They see it listed for sale and they keep moving. They think it's too small, too simple, too boring. That's exactly why it works. Now, before I get into the blueprint, I need to ask you something real quick. Because what I'm about to share took me hours of research, deal analysis, and number crunching to put together. All I ask is this: if you get value from this video, hit the like button right now. Not at the end, right now. And if you're new here, subscribe and hit the bell, because every single week I drop deal breakdowns most people will never find. No hype, no gurus, no fluff. Now, I'm going to show you the exact blueprint, month by month, dollar by dollar. I'm going to show you what happens when things go wrong and how to survive it. Anybody can show you the upside. What you actually need to know is how to protect the downside. Stay with me. This is where it gets interesting. Here's the trap most people fall into when they start thinking about buying a boring business. They hear $180,000 for a laundromat, and they shut down immediately. They think, I don't have $180,000. They think, I can't do this, this isn't for me. And so they go back to their 9 to 5. They keep trading hours for dollars, and 5 years later, they're in the exact same position, wondering why nothing has changed. Here's what they missed. You don't need $180,000 to buy a $180,000 business. That's not how business acquisition works. Smart buyers use 3 tools: SBA loans, seller financing, and creative deal structures to get into businesses with a fraction of the price. And I'm going to show you exactly how that works with $10,000 as your starting point. Why $10,000 specifically? Because $10,000 is real money that real people actually have. It's a year of disciplined saving for someone making $40,000 a year. It's a tax return plus 6 months of side hustle income. It's a number that's within reach, not a fantasy. And it's enough to get started, not to get rich overnight, to get started. That distinction matters most. So with $10,000, what boring business do you actually buy? Not a laundromat, not yet. A laundromat at any quality level is going to cost you $150,000 minimum. Your down payment alone exceeds $10,000. Not a car wash, same problem. Capital intensive upfront. With $10,000, your vehicle is a vending machine route. And before you roll your eyes, hear me out, because vending routes are the most misunderstood, boring business in existence. Here's what a vending route actually is. It's a collection of machines, snack machines, drink machines, combination units. They are already placed in locations that are already generating revenue. Office buildings, hospitals, schools, apartment complexes. The machines are already there, the customers are already buying, you're buying an existing cash-flowing asset. Now here's the math. A small vending route, 6 to 10 machines, can be acquired for $8,000 to $15,000. That's your entry point. A route with 8 machines in decent locations grosses, conservatively, $800 to $2,200 per machine per month. Total gross, $6,400 to $9,600 a month. Now, what are your costs? Product costs run about 35 to 40%. After product costs and a small maintenance reserve, you're looking at $3,500 to $5,500 in net monthly income from a $10,000 investment. Now, I know what you're thinking. If it's that good, why is someone selling it? That is exactly the right question. People sell profitable vending routes for real, legitimate reasons all the time. The answer separates smart buyers from people who get burned. The most common ones I see: relocation. Someone is moving out of state and can't service machines 900 miles away. Their life changed. Retirement. They built this route over 10 years and they're done working. They want the lump sum. They want to travel. They want out. Scaling up. This sounds counterintuitive, but some operators sell smaller routes to free up capital to buy bigger ones. They're upgrading. And then there are the sellers you run from. If the reason for sale is vague, pursuing other opportunities, those are red flags. Any listing that uses the phrase great potential is telling you the business isn't currently great. It's telling you it needs work they didn't do. Clean sellers have clean reasons. Vague sellers have hidden problems. This single filter will save you more money than any other due diligence. All right, here's the actual blueprint. Month by month, no theory. Month 1 to 2, find and acquire the route. Your first job is finding the right route. Where do you look? Start with Facebook Marketplace. Seriously, more vending routes change hands there than on any listing site. Search vending route for sale in your city. You'll find sellers who aren't using brokers, which means more room to negotiate. Also check BizBuySell, Craigslist under business listings, and local Facebook business groups. When you find a route, here is what you verify. 1. Location contracts. Do the machines have written agreements or is it a handshake deal? You want signed location agreements. 2. Machine condition. When were they last serviced? Older machines aren't automatically bad, but they need service records. Ask for 12 months. 3. Revenue documentation. Ask for 12 months of sales reports. Remote monitoring data doesn't lie. If they can't provide it, walk away. 4. The reason for sale. You already know why this matters. Now, negotiate. The listed price is not the final price. Come in at 75 to 80% of asking. Justify it. Operational risk, capital for inventory, fast, clean close. Most sellers will meet in the middle. Target acquisition cost, $8,000 to $10,000. Keep up to $2,000 as operating reserve. Now we move into operations. Months 2 and 3, operations and optimization. You've bought the route. Now you run it and you optimize it. Your first 30 days are for observation. Ride the route. Visit every machine. See which locations are performing and which are underperforming. Talk to the location managers. Build the relationship. Be the owner who shows up. In months 2 and 3, you start optimizing. First, look at the product mix. What do these people actually want? Swap out slow movers. Add top sellers. This alone can increase revenue 15 to 20% without adding a single machine. Next, look at pricing. Most routes are underpriced. Raising a 125 item to 150 doesn't lose you customers. It gains you 20% more revenue on every sale. Third, add card readers. This is a one-time cost of $100 to $200 per machine. Machines with card readers consistently outperform cash only by 25 to 35%. By month 3, your optimized route should be generating $3,500 to $4,500 per month net. That's your base. Now we make the real money decision. Month 4 to 6, the reinvestment decision. This separates people who build real wealth from people who just have a nice side income. Saving is key. Month 4, 5, and 6, you are saving every dollar of net profit you make beyond your personal living needs. Every single dollar. Be disciplined. By month 6, you have $10,000 to $15,000 in accumulated profit sitting there. And now you have a choice, option A or option B. Option A, add more machines to your existing route. Find 2 or 3 additional machines nearby. Relationships make this easier than the first one. Incremental cost, $2,000 to $4,000 for used machines. Incremental revenue, $1,500 to $2,500 per month net. That is high ROI scaling. Option B, acquire a second route. Use your profits as the down payment on a larger, more established route. This is where you use leverage. Months 7 to 12, seller financing and scale. By month 7, you have 6 months of revenue documentation as the owner. You have credibility and relationships. Approach a seller with a larger route, let's say a 20-machine route asking $35,000, and you propose a creative deal structure. Here is how it works. You put 20% down, $7,000 from your accumulated profits. The seller finances the remaining $28,000 over 36 months at 8% interest. Your monthly payment to the seller, roughly $877. That 20-machine route nets, conservatively, $4,000 per month. Net flow is key. After your seller financing payment of $877, you're clearing $3,123 per month from the second route alone. This is the power of seller financing. Add your original route, still generating $3,500 to $4,500 per month. Total monthly net cash flow by month 12, $6,600 to $7,600 per month from a $10,000 starting investment. That is not a guarantee, but it is what disciplined execution of this blueprint looks like when it works. Now, I promised you I'd show you what happens when things go wrong. So let's go there. Risk management is what separates gurus from amateurs. Risk 1, bad locations. You buy a route and discover that 2 machines are in locations with almost no foot traffic. It happens to the best of us. The fix: negotiate those machines out of their locations and move them somewhere better. Find apartments, car dealerships, or small offices. Negotiate placement. Give the location a small commission on sales. Most locations will say yes. Now let's talk about the next risk: equipment failure. Risk 2, machine breakdown. One of your machines breaks down. Repair cost: $300 to $800 depending on the issue. This is not a crisis. This is an operating cost. Set aside 10% of gross revenue every month as a maintenance reserve. Don't touch it. Let it build for these moments. Risk 3, location loss. A manager tells you they're renovating and need the machine out. It happens. It is part of the business. Be prepared. Your job is to always be developing new location relationships. Never let any single location represent more than 20% of your total route income. Protect your downside. Every one of these problems is solvable. The boring business model is resilient precisely because it's simple. No complex supply chains or celebrity brands. It's machines in rooms selling products people want. The risk is manageable. The downside is defined. That's why boring businesses build real wealth. Let me give you the full 12-month picture in plain numbers. Let's recap the journey from $10,000 to a cash flow empire, summarizing the data now. Month 1 to 2, spend $8,000 to $10,000 acquiring your first vending route. Keep a small cash reserve. Start your journey here. Month 2 to 3, optimize product mix, pricing, and cashless payments. Revenue climbs to $3,500 to $4,500 net. Your base is established. Month 4 to 6, save every dollar of profit beyond your living expenses. Accumulate $10,000 to $15,000. Prepare for the scale. Month 7, use accumulated profits to either expand your existing route or make a down payment on a second route via seller financing. Use your leverage. Month 8 to 11, operate both assets. Reinvest aggressively into the business. Compounding is your greatest weapon in business. Month 12, total monthly net cash flow, $5,000 to $7,500 depending on execution and market. This is the goal. This is the boring rich lifestyle. Total capital invested from your own pocket, $10,000. Everything else was built from the cash flow of the business itself. Methodical compounding. This is what it means to buy boring businesses. You're not gambling. You're not speculating. You're acquiring existing cash-flowing assets. You are acquiring assets and compounding them methodically until the income is real enough to matter. This is the path to wealth. Here's your next step, and it's simple. Go to Facebook Marketplace right now. Type vending route for sale in your city. See what's out there. You don't have to buy anything tonight. Just look. Get a feel for what routes are available, what they're asking, and what the listings say. Experience the market. Then come back here, because next week I'm going to show you exactly how to evaluate a vending route listing line by line, what to look for, what to run from, and how to structure your first offer so the seller takes you seriously even if you've never bought a business before. Professional deal structure is everything. Drop a comment below right now. Tell me one thing. Are you starting from zero, or do you already have capital ready to deploy? I read every single comment. And your answer shapes what I make next. Your feedback is what drives this channel's mission to create wealth. If this video gave you a real blueprint you can actually use, hit the like button. Share it with one person who's been talking about starting a business. You might change the direction of their life with one click. Subscribe and hit the bell if you haven't already. Join the Boring Rich community. Every week, real deals, real numbers, no fluff. I'll see you next Wednesday. Stay boring, stay rich.